I believe that racism is a way of expressing intolerance to another group of human beings that have different characteristics, like different color of skin, different kind of ideology, different cultures, different traditions, etc. There are many factors that make racism continuous within society. For example, discrimination, intolerance, sense of superiority towards another race, stereotypes. Personally, I have never witnessed an act of racism as such, but I have seen an act of discrimination against a child for having his choice broken. Immediately, when I heard the testing for the other children, I spoke with them to inculcate respect among them. I believe that we should all be treated equally because we were all born in this planet called Earth. We are all human beings that have the same needs to survive. For example, drink water, eat food, love of others, live in society. I am convinced that nobody born racist. The teaching of their parents or the influence of their friends is the way in which this ideology is transmitted. Thus, the authorities have a really important role in this fight against the racism. Because if you work from the beginning together, parents and authorities can eradicate racism and any form of discrimination. For example, UNESCO is a leading organization in the global fight against racism. Hello, what is your name?
Irving.
Okay, and what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is probably, hate to be stereotypical, but hamburgers.
Okay, and where are you from?
The United States.
Okay, what is your favorite sport?
Favorite sport is either soccer or tennis.
Okay, and are you a racist person?
I'd like to believe I'm not. Yeah,
No?
No.
Okay. And why?
Well, I think from having experience coming from a minority background, having experienced racism, often from a young age, it has caused me to reflect more than I feel like other people would, and so I feel like just being able to empathize, just feel what other people are feeling or trying to, often makes it easier to be less racist, right? And then also, I guess just the fact that, I might have occasional just like prejudice thoughts, stereotypes, or something like that, but I make sure to make sure to know that that's not right. It's not right to think that way, and so, but I'd like to think more often than not, I'm not racist.
Okay, thank you. Hello, what's your name?
Harald.
Okay, my name is Atocha.
Hola.
Where are you from?
Alemania. I was from Germany.
Okay.
Sorry.
What is your favorite sport?
Running.
Running?
Yeah, running.
Okay. What is your favorite food?
Pasta. Okay.
Pasta?
Yeah, I think it's pasta.
Okay. You are a racist person?
A racist person?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't think so. Like racist?
Uh-huh.
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Why should I be racist? Like,
Why you don't are racist?
like racist in the sense of I don't know, like against discrimination or something. What do you mean?
Racism?
Yeah. Okay. No, I got you. No, I'm not.
No?
No.
Why? Why is
Why
racism?
should I? Don't think there's something good about being a racist.
Okay.
Like so far, I'm fine with being tolerant. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think about the people that is racism?
Uh, it's difficult. Like I think it depends. I think some people are just like not knowing a lot about different cultures. I think most people are racism because they're afraid of their own life or existence. See, and I think if you see other cultures in different ways, I think you're automatically getting less and less racist. And about people who are, it depends. Like, do we have some time? I can tell a funny story about this actually. Like, some time? Or is it? Do you need to show the video in
No,
class?
no,
It's
no.
just okay. I was once in South Africa, and South Africa has a lot of black people for sure, and just some white people. And I had like two friends went on a high school with just black students, and the only two white people on the whole school are like my friends from Germany. And the teacher was like one like just asking, who of you is racism? And half the class was like raising the hand, and then was just like my two German friends were just sitting in this class like watching each other like, okay, how was it racism? Like, but you know, it's a way of how to express your kind of racism, because if it's for you, maybe it's just like you heard it, but you don't do something bad, then it's another kind of going out on the streets and, for example, I don't know, like fight with black people because they're black, or
Yes.
fight with Jewish people because they're Jewish, or something like this. You know, it's like also a way how to live the kind of racism you have or you don't have. But actually, I can just like recommend not to be racism, because I think there's nothing good about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. And what is happening in Germany nowadays about the racism?
On which level? Like on political level? On political
Yes, in political.
it's like I think the government in Germany has very clear ways of going against racism with some projects. For example, also support normal like sport teams or something, like helping them with projects, not like against racism. And it's right now in whole Europe is getting more and more complicated, especially due to the refugees in 2016 mostly that came a lot, and also in Germany you have like parties now, like parties with racism concept, and it's getting more and more difficult. But so far, it's mostly discussed on a high level, like with words. Of course, there are always some people fighting refugees, for example, as the current topic in Germany. But it's like the government itself, the state, Germany tries to stop it as good as possible.
Okay.
Like, you know, if it's
It is good.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the interview.
That's it? Yes.
Okay.